Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Franklin from the Money Code Academy, and I'm here to teach you tips and tricks on how to win in your financial life. Now, on today's video, I want to share with you something that I titled "Why the Rich Get Richer by the Day." Now, the idea of this video is to point out some reasons that quite a lot of people don't consider. I decided to record this video because when I was a young lad, one of the things that stood out for me was the fact that the rich kept on getting richer and the poor kept on getting poorer. And I wanted to know why. For years, I kept on asking that question. I didn't know what was going on until when I started to educate myself financially, I realized that it was not possible for the rich not to get richer because of the things that they know. So today, let's dive into this and get it out of the way. Now, the first reason I discovered why the rich get richer is their habits. Well, this is so important. The success or failure of a man is hidden in his habits. Habits here could be, we could also use the word routine. Your routine, your habits can go a long way to determine if you're going to be financially successful or financially unsuccessful. It's a simple thing. Now, the rich has come to understand the power of habits. So they keep on developing the right habits to be able to help them win in their financial life. So you see them, they just keep climbing. They just keep climbing. Your habit, your routine, it holds the secret to your success. And this is so important. Number two reason why the rich get richer is that they are good time managers. Now, one of the things that is associated with riches is time management. In fact, you cannot talk about riches without talking about time management. One of the true secrets to being rich is managing your time well. When you take a look at the life of those who are poor, they don't value time, but the rich man always values time. You will hear the rich man say things like time is money. You will hear the rich man say things like, I have already worked out my timing for today. I have my plan for today. But the poor have no plan for their timing. You see that now? So anytime you want to see them, they are available. But the rich guys are not readily available because they've done a lot of time blocking. So they are investing their timings. And that's something that the poor guy does not do because he has no value for time. And anybody who has no value for time cannot be rich. It's not possible. And this is the reason the poor keeps getting poorer, because they have no value for time. Number three, attitude towards money. The poor chase after money while the rich attracts it. The poor tries to get money and save it, and while the rich get money and multiplies it. This might sound funny, but it's the truth. It's the truth. As long as the poor keep chasing after money, they will never get it. I've done that in my previous videos. They will never get money. Money is to be attracted, not to be chased after. If you want to get more detail about that, just scroll down. You will see my videos. I've done 2 videos that speaks about that: 15 rules of money, and also 7 types of people who will never be rich. I did that video. You can just go through it, and it will go a long way to help you. You get the point now. So stop chasing after money. Attract it. The rich attract it. It's an attitude. They've come to understand this principle. So all they spend their time doing is how to attract it. But the poor, they spend their time chasing after it. When the poor gets money like this, he goes to the bank and puts it in the bank. You see it now. And then the rich guy will go to the bank, take that money as loan and multiply it and return back the money that was taken from the bank, and then they keep the profit. You get it now? So the rich, they keep getting richer because of their attitude towards money. Now, the next point that I wrote here is the mindset. The mindset of the rich. This is a major reason why the rich keeps getting richer. The reason is because the rich create employment, while the poor is looking for someone to employ him or her. Are you seeing the mindset gap? You see, the rich guy is bringing out ideas that will create jobs for people, but the poor keeps looking out for ways in which he or she can be employed. He's looking for a good job. There's nothing wrong with looking for a good job, but like I would always say, you should know the purpose of the 9-to-5 job. This will go a long way to help you. Now, the next point that I wrote down here on why the rich keeps getting richer is that the rich, they are risk takers, while the poor don't want to take risk. The poor will not want to give up their job security because they feel that business is hard. Meanwhile, the rich is willing to shelve that job, put in the time, put in the effort just to make their business work. They will fail in so many businesses, but at the end of the day, they will succeed in it. Recently, I heard a story of one of the richest guys here in the UAE. He was telling his story. He said he had failed in three different businesses. He left his job to go for the first one. It crumbled. Second one, the business closed. The third one, the business closed. And he just decided that, okay, let him just try something else in real estate, and that was it. Today, he owns one of the largest corporations here in the UAE. The reason why that happens is because he chose to take risk. You cannot want to be rich and not take risk. It's not possible. You must be a man who is willing to take risk. So that's the difference between the rich guy and the poor guy. Now, the next point that I wrote here is that the rich guys are not afraid of failure. This is the reason they keep getting richer. They are not afraid of failures. The poor will always be afraid to fail. Hence, they won't venture into some businesses that will help them to succeed. Are you seeing the point now? But the rich guy, he sees failure as a part of the journey. He's excited when he fails because he knows that he's getting closer. And that's something about failure. Failure draws you closer to success. As a matter of fact, success is a product of failure. When you catch this thing I just said now, your life will never be the same. There are people who are scared. They say, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. So because they don't want to fail, they are not able to do the things that they are supposed to do to help them to succeed truly in life. Hear me, fail as much as you want to fail. The only thing is, the bad thing about failure is don't stay there. Pick yourself up and keep moving. As long as you are on the go, you will definitely succeed. So that's one point that you need to take note of. Another reason why the rich keeps getting richer is because they are always learning about money. All the poor want to do is just complain and grumble. They grumble about people who are not willing to help them. They grumble about people who have disappointed them. You just see them, they keep grumbling. But guess what? The rich guy is looking for people to help. The rich guy is looking for problems to solve. And do you realize that that is one of the secrets of earning money? Solving problems. The reason poor people are poor is because they are not solving any problem. The reason the rich people are rich is because they are solving the problems of the poor. Think about it. It's shocking. When I realized this, when I discovered it, it liberated me. And that's why I'm sharing this with you now. Learn to always learn about money. Don't spend your time complaining. You see that now? And when you start learning how to earn, do you know what you are doing? You are learning how to solve problems. You will see the rich guy, he will spend money on financial knowledge, financial education. He will spend money, he will spend his time to listen to it. The rich guy, the poor guy does not have time for this. The poor guy does not have the time to sit down to learn about finances. Does not want to spend his or her money to invest in a course or a book that will upgrade their financial knowledge. And that's why you see the poor just keep getting poorer. Riches, you've got to understand, is made up of set of rules. If you don't know these rules, you can't be rich. It is very simple. So that's something that you need to work on, because it will go a long way to help you. Now, the next point that I wrote here is solving problems, which I've also mentioned. The poor keeps looking for who to solve their problems, while the rich is solving the problems of the poor. That is what makes them richer, because those who are poor are more than those who are rich. This is something that I really want you to sit down and think about. Those who are poor are more than those who are rich. And then this makes the rich guys to start getting richer, because they are the ones solving the problems. There is a those days in, I think is in agriculture or so, there is something called a food chain. And now today there is something called, I want to use the word financial chain. Permit me to use that word, financial chain, or supply chain. Let's use that word. Now what is this supply chain about? There are those who are called consumers. Consumers are the ones that are on the lowest level of the chain. There are those who are distributors. They are the ones in the second level of the chain. And then there are those who are suppliers. They are the rich guys. The suppliers get a product and they supply to the distributors, who supplies to the consumers. Now, the poor is at that level of the consumers. They keep consuming. And as long as they keep consuming, the little money that they have goes to the rich. It goes to the distributor. It goes to the suppliers. You see that now? So if you want to come out of poverty, you need to strive to come out of that place of being a consumer and move into the place of being a distributor or even a supplier. As long as you remain in the place of being a consumer, you will be poor. And this is the reason the poor keeps getting poorer, because that is where they are. And no effort is being made to move up, because they don't know what I'm sharing with you now. So make a conscious decision. You're going to work on that. Now, the next point here that I wrote down is that the rich prioritize assets, while the poor prioritize liabilities. Look at that. You will see a rich guy who all he does is working towards increasing things that will generate profits for him. Are you seeing it now? He will do things, put his money, his time in places, in things that will multiply his income. But the poor guy, do you know what he does? He will spend money in the places that will keep taking his money. And then the final point is good associations. One of the reasons that the rich keep getting richer is because they surround themselves with people who think like them. They surround themselves with people who have the same values like them. Because value is something that, also plays a role in terms of success. So They surround themselves with people who have the same thinking process, the same values, the same habits, the same perspective. But the poor keeps getting poorer because they surround themselves with people who are also like them. So they don't take advantage of the power of the right associations. So I have shared all this today just so that you will understand the reason the rich keeps getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer. And my advice for you is to take advantage of this information so you can make the necessary adjustment. I've put together a free audio course, Understanding Financial Freedom. I'm just going to drop the link in the description box, and I would like you to sign up for that course so that you will understand and beef up your financial knowledge on what financial freedom truly is all about. When you do that, it will go a long way to help you a great deal. I'm going to speak to you again in the next video. Until then, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and families. Listen to the video again and again, because there are some very important things that I have said here that will resonate with you each time you listen to this particular video. And most importantly, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Don't waste any more time. Subscribe and smash the bell button so that each time I post a new video, you'll be the first to receive that particular video. And don't forget, if you have a question, you want to ask a question, head to my website, www.moneycodeacademy.com, and feel free to ask me any question, and I will be obliged to reply you as quickly as possible. Until I see you in my next video, keep cracking the money code. I love you.